Video and stuff is upon us once again, and I feel like we're not going to see that much in terms of new characters. I feel like all they're going to show us really is Goten and Trunks, and I hope I'm wrong with that, because I want to see beyond that. I'm kind of excited to see what else is going to come out, because while Goten and Trunks are cool, they're probably on the lower tier of my hype characters, so hopefully we see more beyond that. But the big thing that I'm kind of focusing on right now is going to be the quality of life changes and any other good improvements that they add to the game in general. Again, one thing I like about the Legends team is they do try. You know, they've made a lot of mistakes in the past. They've taken the game back 10, 20 steps, you know, but they've also at many moments did take the game forward. So hopefully we keep going forward and not backwards. So yeah, we'll see what they're gonna reveal in here. But the other thing I want to address is a lot of people are asking me why we didn't do this. And to answer that question, because there's still a virus happening. The only reason why we shot it digitally last time is because we had already planned everything out in regards to what we were going to do, and then the virus happened. So plan B was to just do it digitally. But yeah, ideally we want to do this in person. But all right, without further ado, let's see what kind of stuff they got for us. What are you going to show us?
Hello everybody, and welcome to Dragon Ball Legends Video and Stuff. I'm the producer of Dragon Ball Legends, Toshi, and I'm here to bring you guys lots of new information with two of my co-workers.
Hello, I'm Kai, the MC for today and the Dragon Ball Legends advertisement producer. Pleased to meet you all.
Hello everyone, my name is Yu. I produce Legends along with Toshi. I'm glad to be here today.
So, lots of things has changed since the second anniversary.
You could say
things
so.
have also changed on video and stuff, so I have brought in two co-workers who very much are not comfortable speaking English with me, so I'd like it if you give them a bit of a break.
Right, since last time you were by yourself, being the advertisement read, I've come to live in the place up a little. I should say though, both you and I still only study English, so we might have to switch back to Japanese in some places, but we will do our best. So how has it been on the management side since the second anniversary ended?
So, it's been nearly 3 months since the second anniversary of Dragon Ball Legends. Lots have happened, lots have changed. We found out new things, and we're making clear things that we know we have to solve.
Like the
Little by
Vegeta
little, we're
problem?
starting out with the base, and one of them is the quality of life improvements.
Well, I'm excited
such
about
as
this.
Loading speed and UI.
Not that. Loading speed is
You
whatever.
can really notice the differences now, right?
There are still plenty of places in which we could improve, however.
We're working on them one by one, but we're hoping that everybody can tell that the differences are making for better stuff.
Although I like that it's loading faster.
Dragon Ball Legends.
I'm really excited. Speaking of being excited, I'd like to begin the first segment for today. Episode from Legend Development. It's a brand new segment. I know Dragon Ball fans, you guys are all interested in the details of Legend when you play.
Yes.
Our development team is filled with fans of the Dragon Ball series, and
That's
they all
kinda
have
obvious.
all these things that they want to reenact, so that the fans of the Dragon Ball series can also understand how much love they're putting into the game.
They do put a lot of
And
detail
we'd
into
like
their
to give you
characters.
A glimpse of some of those.
We gotta give them credit for that.
So in this segment, we want to share with you guys there's those kind of little story and inside scoops you won't hear anyone else.
There is a lot of cool stuff we put in the game that we hope players will notice, but that we never really get the chance to introduce.
Right, and so here we're gonna do a little deep dive on.
Where are they going with this,
The
with this
first
video and
item
stuff?
Is
So as you can see on the screen, Sparking Rarity 16 is on the left, and Extreme Rarity Android 16 is on the right. If you look closely, you can actually notice something different between these two, even though they're the same
The
character.
red ribbon and capsule
You
core.
won't miss it after you've seen it once, however.
I'll be honest with you, I never noticed that
So if you look
before.
carefully, Extreme 16, he has something on his chest. It's the Capsule Corporation logo.
that's such fine details. What's the story behind that? Why the logo?
So the series fans might already know, but 16 can self-destruct. He has a system to self-destruct.
But that's until Dr. Brief pulls it out of his chest.
And Sparking 16, he still has that. He still can self-destruct, so that's why he doesn't have the logo. He hasn't been touched by any corporate logos.
But Extreme Rarity 16, that's after Dr. Brief repaired him, meaning he can't self-destruct.
I like
and
this.
he
This
has
is
that
kinda
new
cool.
logo on him.
Not
When we
the
are
16
designing
thing,
a
but the
character's look and what mood
look
they
behind the
have,
characters.
We always consider what era or time they are meant to be from and base it on that.
I mean, a lot of
That
times we
kind
can tell where the
things
characters are
very
from based on the
important.
poses
So
and the
do
card
other
art.
characters have little differences like with 16?
Actually, we have so many references, but if we keep it listing on this entire video, we don't have enough time. So we'll give you some hints to some other ones too.
This isn't the model scenes, but Hercule has some special stuff.
I don't really ever use Hercule, so I don't care much about this one. Although Hero Hercule is snapped.
Oh, okay, what this one about?
Hercule obviously is a unique character in the series, and some of our staff wanted to more or less make that a bit more obvious.
I think
that
we've
he
noticed
is
that you guys like
an
Hercule.
outsider of sorts. So we wanted to give him a chant, a call, and the staff wanted to participate directly.
So this came from just some random idea?
Yeah, actually, it came literally weeks before the release of the character, and we just thought, wouldn't it be cool if we added this where the staff start chanting?
I heard the voice in Japanese version are actually recording of the staff cheering for him.
Yeah, actually, it is our development team staff that is doing the chant, and there are lots of more other unique details that our staff directly adds in.
You know, I'm gonna
literally
ask you guys
last moment.
if there's any
Sometimes,
details, like
Hugh
specific
has
details that stand out for
specific things
characters
he
like
has
this that you
preferences
notice,
for
what are
female
some? Let me know in the
warriors,
comment section
but
below.
We might talk about that in the next video.
I'm curious to see what you guys like paid
Alright
attention
then,
to.
let's see next one.
I know story of legendary finish. Oh, this is actually.
What can you tell us about how this came to be?
So, when we originally planned Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to be released,
Right.
all the staff, including us, knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to make sure we reenacted that iconic scene where Gohan defeats Cell with the Kamehameha. But at the same time, there were problems in that the entire scene, it's really long with him walking and the entire scene with Cell being blown away. But it was all part
Watch
of
them
that
say
iconic scene.
they
so
saw Dokkan
we
didn't
really
walk,
didn't
so they
know
wanted to
what
make him
do.
walk.
That whole animation will be too long for Ultimate.
Yeah, it would probably be like 2-3 minutes.
Right, see, it's quite a simple scene that made an impression on so many fans of the show.
So we had to find a middle ground where we could make sure that the scene could be reenacted, but the players wouldn't have to watch it all the time.
Imagine.
So that's when we figured out
Imagine
an
Legendary
additional
Finish is like
animation,
3 minutes
special
long.
animation to be played for that.
Actually, at the beginning, there wasn't any kind of name like Legendary Finish for it.
Yeah, you guys
But
just.
we thought we should go ahead.
Screw Beerus,
and
you know?
give it a name. In the end, we decided on Legendary Finish by combining legends and, famous scenes or finishers from the anime.
Makes sense.
So we heard episode about Legends development from producer Toshi and you. So how was it? Did you get to tell us all the story you wanted to?
Well, no, we got lots more. There's probably like pages of things that we could talk about, but I'm pretty sure you guys are having difficulties reading your scripts directly without looking at the camera. So I think for this episode, this is enough.
When we were preparing this segment, we went around asking all the staff for their favorite little details about this game. But we ended up with Thunder choose from.
And Legends, we wanted to provide all these information in this episode as well, because as a game, we're still working on it right now, but there's so much more that people have not noticed in the game.
Yeah, there are still plenty of stories to tell, so we'll be sure to save some for the next edition of Video and Stuff.
Definitely. Let us know some more next time. Well then, let's move to the next segment, which is none other than info on Legend update.
I think this is what we're looking for.
Recently, most of updates have been about making gameplay smoother in the Legend for the players. In this segment, we will share some info about more upcoming improvements.
We
So
banned all
let's take a
modders.
look at what the next update
Probably
has
not.
in store for us.
It is really hard to do that. Oh, there's a lot of stuff there.
So we have a list of things that we're working on to improve
Change the
right
Z
now.
levels.
And in fact, some of you players have already noticed some major
Unlock all for
differences
soul
from the previous
boosting?
episode.
Yo!
So
Hold
tell
on.
me, out of all update information
Wait a
here,
minute.
Is there anything you just really excited for?
So this is something that I'm personally excited for. It's the startup speed of Dragon Ball Legends. This is me personally
showed this
speaking.
on Twitter.
Whenever I start the game, it takes a really
Like
really
that
long
on the
time
left,
to load up the game.
I think is
And
mad
That's
cool.
been a stress point for me, and I'm assuming
It
that
does take
that's
forever.
also the case for everybody.
That's one thing I
And
like
they
about
also
Pokemon
connect
Masters.
to
You
the
click on
rest of the
Pokemon
game,
Masters,
too,
you're already in the
loading
game.
Time, loading speed, and such. So that is one major thing that we're working on right now to improve on for the next update.
I've been looking forward to this too as a player. So coming from novice perspective, improving the loading time is not an easy thing to do, right?
It is very difficult and it encompasses a lot of things in the game. So loading time, it's literally the foundation of the game. It influences all the rest of the content, meaning we understand that there's lots of other things that you wanted us to improve on. So we're listing them all up, but we're working on them in order because this specific improvement that we're working on, this quality of life improvement, will also determine how we move on with the other updates as well. So this is something that we had to do first. And at the same time,
It's understandable.
if we screw this up, it negatively influences the rest of the updates too. So it's been a bit of a difficult endeavor for us.
You guys did not take the standard route. I'm really looking forward to that update. Speaking of which, you guys will also be changing the energy tank, right?
Oh, they
Yes,
told me about
that
this like
is
2 weeks
the
ago.
next thing that's on the list for our improvements, energy tanks. Previously, that's also been a hassle for everybody involved.
I think they already
You
announced
had
that
to
in
choose
the
what energy to
letter,
use,
didn't they?
and
Yeah, they did.
in
They did in
specific
the
order,
developer
maybe
letter.
you wanted to use the 3 energy tickets or the 5 energy tickets, 10 energy tickets. That's always been a hassle. So now we're improving it so that everything is converted into
One.
one tank
Yeah.
where you can just simply choose how much to recover from the tank.
Much more streamlined. But
Yeah, I
what
think that's way
happened to the
better.
energy ticket?
It's not something
So,
that's got major
obviously,
change,
we're
but
not
it's way
going
better.
to overhaul everything and then say your energy tickets are going to be wasted. That's going to be horrible for me too. So when this is implemented, we'll make sure that the tickets can be converted into energy for your tank.
Let's look at some other things you're improving with the UI. First up is a party formation screen.
Before, you weren't able to see a combined list of which party members had what equipment equipped. But this upgrade will add a screen where you can see that info. With this, it will be way easier to share your favorite party or what to use to create an event and so on SNS or with your friends.
Next up is the equipment screen.
We have changed how to remove equipment slots too. You will now be able to upgrade equipment right after you remove one of its slots. So the process is much less stressful.
That definitely makes things for
I just still hate equipment rerolling. It's so bad. They need to fix
We're
the
also improving
that works.
on the casual matches for PvP as well.
Huh?
And when I say improve, I mean drastically change because I understand
Yo, wait, what?
players have been simply playing the ranked matches. What we're specifically changing is we're making it so that there's a level sync feature in that as long as you have that character, you can basically fight at full power of that potential character's level and
What?
also limit break.
They did it!
So that players can try out characters or simply fight without worrying about losing, as you might stress off about during rank matches.
Level sync means that the difference in level between your party and your opponent will be regulated, right?
So that also means that all the characters are fixed at Red Star 7. As
That's
well,
dope.
so that you can also play with your
That
friends
is dope.
and
Okay,
enjoy
okay. That's a good change.
I would say
That's a good change.
even, but it might not be depending on your friend's player level.
The anti-raid has been adjusted. This will sure make it easier to play PvP.
Plus, we are adding a new UI for co-op. Players will be able to check how many
Oh
Dragon
my
Balls
God,
their buddy
finally.
has.
That's great news.
I might play
Making
co-op
it easier
again.
To connect with other players will make co-op even more fun.
So we understand lots of stress that's in the game right now also comes from buttons that you have to push unnecessarily or extra just to see new information. So we're making it smoother in the UI section so that you can see what characters have what battle bonuses and what benefits you can have in that specific fight and so on. So you can look forward to the UI changes as well.
Okay,
We're
Toshi, I
really
see
a
you.
way to see which characters have bonus abilities that give extra drop rewards without having to check the announcement.
We're working on that.
Please do. Anyway, you've been telling us so much about the version 2.12.0 update, but now let's hear about what's coming the real further down the line.
Are you gonna show us
So
Goten
we
and
were
Trunks?
just talking about update that's being planned mid-September.
Which is
But
now.
Right now, we're planning one of the biggest updates Legends has ever seen,
Uh-oh.
on par to that of last year's holiday season.
Toshi!
And of course, we're taking into
Last
account
year's
that,
was crazy.
Players won't be overwhelmed with new things.
Okay.
So we're providing information incrementally here.
Okay.
So it would will not only be small fixes like we've seen so far, but bigger changes too.
So yeah, we have lots of things planned, but we want to make sure that those are all set in stone before we give everybody the specific information. So for one thing, guild versus guild, that's something that we've been, let me rephrase it, I've been talking about a few times. I've talked about it on videos and stuff, and also SNS as well, but I want you guys to know it's never stopped. We've been constantly working on it. It's just lots of things have been changing in terms of priority. So we're making sure that when it does come out, it's something that everybody can enjoy. So please look forward to that, except that would probably be further down the future, maybe beyond next year. And also, we have something of a new mission of sorts, a system that we're going to provide so that players can more acquire new characters in a smoother manner without the stress of fearing or missing out on something.
Wait, what?
And that's specifically, we're talking about a new mission where it can be unlocked with chrono crystals. We're talking about missions where players can unlock the benefits using chrono crystals and acquire character Z powers so that they can more finely concentrate on certain characters and acquire new characters in a more definite manner. Of course, there might be certain restrictions, such as you might have to have that one character in your character lineup. You might have to acquire them one time at least, but as long as you do, we'll have those missions for you where you can limit break the characters more quickly.
That's
and
interesting.
Make them stronger and in a faster manner.
And with that, we come to the end of the Legend Update info segment.
That's real interesting. Like, I wonder how well that's gonna work. We'll see how it is once it's
And
released.
Welcome to Legends News.
Oh my God,
As part
Toshi.
1 of From the Original Series event overhaul, we're planning to revamp the original series Raditz Attacks event very soon. You can still obtain the extreme character Z power as before, but after the changes, you'll be able to get enough Z power to limit break Raditz up to star 7. But of course, that's not all. You'll also be able to awaken Raditz through the Awakening Z power that you acquire from the event as well. This is the first extreme character Senkai Awakening, but we plan to implement similar overhauls for characters with original series events going forward. Senkai Awakened EX Raditz is shaping up to be a very strong character, so please look forward to that.
Huh?
Now, news. Goten Kid
Oh, there we
and
go.
Trunks Kid are set to join the battle soon. Let's take a look at Goten first. Goten is a unit specialized in supporting hybrid Saiyans and Sun family characters through powerful buffs. There's a time limit
That's
on
dope.
his Super Saiyan transformation, but he actually gets stronger as the counts left in his transformation reach certain times. Which
I'm
can
not a fan
help
of
him
the
take back control of the battle or overcome
Time
his
transformations.
enemies. And there's also Trunks.
I'm sure he's
This
gonna be
is a
really, really
character
good though.
with plenty of useful abilities for powering himself up. He gets even stronger if you team him up with Hybrid Saiyans or Vegeta family.
Hey, you guys, Team
characters.
Goten or Team Trunks? Let me know in the comment
Explosive
section
power
below.
of his main ability he can activate after transforming is also something to watch out for. But for now, that's all for Legends News. Thank you.
Eh.
All right, everybody, that has been Dragon Ball Legends video and stuff, and we today talked about upcoming update info for the September update and also a sneak preview of some of the things that we're working on for the year-end update as well. I hope you guys will stay tuned and keep enjoying Dragon Ball Legends as well, and we'll make sure that you guys can fully enjoy it as well in the upcoming updates. And we hope to see you guys next time. I'm the producer of Dragon Ball Legends, Toshi, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Honestly, because they were doing the video and stuff, I expected them to do. Let me make sure this doesn't accidentally like start screaming. There we go. I thought they were gonna do more because I figured every time they do video and stuff, you could kind of show off like the next set of characters. I'm talking about Goten and Trunks specifically. The news that they're talking about for the quality of life improvements, the casual matches and stuff like that, I think is fire. That's going to be great. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I kind of expected to see more characters just because, again, it's just kind of weird that they saved Goten and Trunks for this, but it is what it is. Comment section below, let me know your thoughts on everything they talked about. Obviously, there's a lot of changes that they could be working on, that they are working on, but that's not coming out faster. Let me know what that is for you that you want to see improve. But this is a step in the right direction. You know, I love the fact that despite the many mistakes that this team has made for Legends that took the game back 20 steps every single time, I gotta give them kudos for always trying to do, you know, something to keep up. And like I'm gonna be a fan of that every single time, as long as they're, you know, striving to improve. So we'll see how it's gonna happen. I am kind of curious to see what this December update is gonna be. I don't know if we're gonna be doing another video and stuff before that, like where they'll probably have like YouTubers on there again. I don't know, because we still got the global pandemic that's happening right now, which is why like I didn't end up doing this. But I'm curious to see what the big update is, because if you guys remember last year, the big update was kind of terrifying. It was just too much. It was just way too much all at once. So hopefully we don't have to experience that again. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of the most recent video and stuff, and we'll take it from there. But I'm excited. You know, anytime we see improvements on the horizon, I'm all for it until it actually drops and we kind of get to dive into it, see how it is. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I guess we'll see you in the next video.